Look at this little number. Aren't those the cutest summer PJs you've ever seen? The pattern is free, the instructions are glorious, but they're in French. This is Le Pyjama by designer Anad. And in a series of videos, I'm going to walk you from the downloading of the pattern all the way up to the finished product. In the description below, you will find some useful information and some links to tutorials. This is a pretty detailed sew-along video, but it's not a tutorial, so I'm not showing detailed steps. There are many well-made and well-lit tutorials out there. This is the second video in the series. I'll be assembling the paper pattern and making two adjustments, a length adjustment and a cup size adjustment. Whenever I'm assembling a PDF pattern, I never know how far to bring the sheets. Should I butt them together? Should I bring this against the line that they drew? When the pattern stops and it leaves a little gap here, should I bring it up to where the line stops, or should I follow the edge of the sheet? So for this particular one, this is really where the edge of the page needs to come. And here, the fact that we have letter versus A4 is okay. All it does is it affects the width on this end. So if I had an A4 page, I wouldn't have this big margin here. It'd be shorter. But it doesn't matter because I'm bringing this page butting against it. And on that edge, they brought the drawings completely up on the edge. So it's the difference in size in the paper here does not come into play. Makes it easier. And when it comes to those lines that are interrupted, I found that I had just to I should not try to overlap. I should put my pages butting against one another, and it's working. The line corresponds here. So I've put together the sheet this is the back, face dos, and this is the cup, bonnet haut, piece number 1, piece number 5. That's where I'm at. So this is the back, and I have a slight worry here. I did not have that issue for the front piece. I have a small worry because I'm lacking a line here. I do have it for piece number 1. Piece number 1, I have the entire outline, so no worries, I'll cut around that. For the back, I have the outline here, all around. I have an outline. And then I get to the edge of the page. I have no outline. And I know I'm missing 2 centimeter. Well, I got to account for top and bottom, but I know my sheet is a little shorter. So I'm missing something here, did not print on top. So I went and I checked of what it's supposed to look like. And the line is here. It almost lines up with piece number 1. So I think if I just join what I have over here, I might be off by a few millimeters, but I think we'll survive. This should be fine. So I'm pretty sure the end of the piece comes here, and now I can cut my back piece. I've assembled all of my pattern pieces, and I am ready to do the length adjustment. The instructions for the length adjustment begin on page 12. In the livret d'instruction. The height of the model for whom the pattern is meant is 5'7". If your height is less than 2 inches away from that, I would not bother with the length adjustment. The first thing we want to do is figure out how much height to reduce. So as I've mentioned, the model is 170 centimeter tall. So go to, if you don't know your height in centimeters, go to Google and translate it. So I'll take my case. I'm 5'1", and this translates to 155 centimeters. So what I want to do is to take the difference between 170 and 155. And you get 15. If you're taller, do this the other way. Subtract the 170 from your height. Then the instructions say to take that number and multiply it by 0.2. But 0.2 is the same as dividing by 5. And I find that easier conceptually. Also, I happen to have a multiple of 5. So in my case, the amount that I need to reduce would be 15 divided by 5, 3 centimeters. The length adjustments need to be done both to the shorts and the top. So that's pieces 3 and 6 for the front of the short and front of the top. And then I get pieces 5 and 7 for the backs. So we want to use the slash and slide method, and following the diagram when it comes to the top, so that includes the front, and I'll bring down piece number 5. When it comes to the top, we want to slash through this slanted part here. Doesn't really matter where, but somewhere along that slanted part we want to cut. And in my case, I worked out that I needed to remove 3 centimeters. So I'll be cutting across draw that line. And then I'll cut, and I will need to slide 3 centimeters. So let's try that. So I'll mark 3 centimeters up this side, and 3 centimeter here. On the thing that's cut on the fold, you want to keep that lined up and bring it to the line. Yours might go the other way. So in the instructions, they actually recommend to lay this down on a bigger sheet of paper so that you got this backing. But since I'm shortening, I don't need extra paper. So I'm just going to slide it like that, keeping the side that goes on the fold lined up. And now I have this funny business going on here. So apparently what I'm supposed to do is to fudge it. I'm loving this. So here's my new piece, shorter. And I'll have to do the same to the back piece. Hi, this is Agnès from the future. The PJs fit, but I would like them better if the shorts were higher waisted. In other words, I regret what I'm about to do. This is a nice shorts pattern, and if I were to use it again, I would keep them as they are. So before you do any height adjustments, consider your proportions, and it's always a good idea to do a mock-up. For the short pieces, number 6 and 7, it's pretty obvious that this is the part where you want to slash and slide. I'm going to go a little bit above where the pages meet by 2 inches. but that's entirely up to you. Then what I want to do is slide this down by 3 centimeters. Not as much curvature there, so really very little to fix. And I'll do the same on piece number 6. Next time, we'll work on cup size adjustment to the pattern. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.